Human resource process planning. Hello everyone, very good morning to all of you. My name is Sujit Sankhe, a second year student of SAS Institute of Management Studies. Today I'm going to present a PPT on a human resource planning process which comes under the subject of HR planning and applications of technology in HR, which is taught by Assistant Professor Ruhi Thakur ma'am. So this PPT consists of the points like human resource planning, need of the HR process planning, steps involved in HR process planning, tips to create robust HR process planning, and challenges. So first of all, we'll see the what is the mean by human resource planning. Human resource planning is a process of forecasting and strategizing the organization's demand and supply of a humans to get the right people in the right time for the effective HRM process and to reducing the business risk. So it gives the whole idea about the what kind of people we required and what kind of requirement we have from the employer side. So this gives the ratio of the required skills and what kind of person we have. So it is also ensures that the right people in the right time we have in the organization to do our job effectively, then reduces the business risk. Then we have the need of the HR process planning. So first is building resilience to the dynamic economic environment. So now in this world, building a resilience to a dynamic environment world is very important. We have to be organized and develop our goals precisely to get the success in the market and to be in a always in a dynamic economic environment. Then the improving operations in the human resource planning process. So with what kind of human resource planning we are doing in our organization is a very important thing. So which decides the future of the organization. So here we need to analyze our present HR process, and we have to whether increase or decreases the human resources operations and we have to evaluate the whatever things we want. So this comes under these things. Then the adopt the new technology changes. So in this technological world, we always have to adopt a new technologies to improve our need of process planning to get the effective results. Then the enable growth phase for the small and mid-sized businesses and anticipating changes in the labor market. So this also comes under the needs of the HR process planning. The steps involved into the HR process planning. So first is define the HR planning goals. So we have to decide a feasible, then tangential, then the tangible, sorry, not a tangential, then a working goal to for an effective HR planning or organization. Then analyze the current HR supply, what kind of supply we have. If it is required, then we have to supply the humans. If we have the surplus amount, then we have to retain them. We have to retrenchment, we have to done the retrenchment. Then the forecast the HR demand. So here if here there are two concepts, that is first is qualitative and the quantitative. Qualitative means we are analyzing the people on the qualities and the behavior, what kind of skills they have. And the quantitative, we will do the analysis, we will do the ratio analysis, what kind of presence and futures will decide on this. So this comes under the quantitative HR demand, forecast the quantitative HR demand. Then the know the gaps. So employer required a specific skills or the competencies in a particular employees, and what kind of competencies or skills or humans we have in our organization. This shows the gap between these two. So this is also important in these things. Then the planning the strategies and the implementation. So planning stage, first of all we will plan the many strategies, we will do the brainstorming, we will do the analysis for the effective choose the effective alternative of that for our organization. So this comes under the planning stage. Then we have the implementation stage. Here whatever the strategies we have planned, we will implement here and we will get the results. So taking the reviews and feedbacks and control the situation, this comes under the sixth step, which is the last step of the HR process planning. It is a continuous process, it is not a one time process, it is a continuous process. Then we have the tips to create a robust HR process planning. Participative HR model. This in participative HR models, this involves the employees to take a participation in the this process planning, and from there we will get the exact robust HR process planning, because we will get the many perspectives from many employees. Then the proper policy framework. Here we will do the proper policy framework for everyone, so that the our employees will be always motivated, and they will do their job properly. Then here we have employer branding. Then fostering a positive work culture amongst the employees, which will also uh, help to create a robust HR process planning. Investing in proper HR tools. We have to select the proper HR tools which we will keep in the competitive market. So according to this, we will minimize the many process of HR process planning, and we will do the very effective process planning. Then we have the challenges faced during creating or doing or planning the proper HR process things. So resistance from the workforce. Many times we are planning many new things for the employees, but they are not ready to accept the change. So we have to think about the resistance from the workforce. Then the rapidly changing environment. Every time the environment is changing, many technologies comes and goes, so we have to always keep updated ourselves, and we have to adopt a particular technology to be in a productive manner environment. Then we have the cost and time estimates. All investment, we have to always invest a cost and time in a very specific things, which will always gives a effective HRM process. So which will always help us to complete the strategic goals of our organization. And if we are not choosing a proper candidate for the organization, then it is a waste of cost and invest time. Then we have the incomplete data and information. Many times we don't have the proper information about the employees who are working in our organization, which leads to a cost and in time investment, and also gives the issues inside the organization, which these are the challenges which we have to go forward beyond this, and we'll have to make the effective HR process planning. So this is all about the HR process planning. If you have any queries, you can mail me anytime. So thank you so much.